It's Mo the Boss Player coming at you with another movie review. I'm going to talk about Abigail, the ballerina vampire. I give this movie a 7 out of 10. I enjoyed this movie. It was like a horror comedy. The same people who made Ready or Not and Scream made this movie, so they're pretty good. I think they call themselves Radio Silence. I enjoyed this movie, you know. I went to the movie theaters and watched this movie. It was pretty good. Hour and 50 minutes goes by pretty fast. Kind of starts off slow, but you know, it takes a while for them to reveal that she's a vampire. And it takes about 30 to 45 minutes, and then like the last 45 minutes to an hour of the movie, it gets straight, you know, to the horror aspect. You know, it was a typical vampire movie, you know, when the sun hits a vampire, they blow up. And it kind of reminded me of when the vampires blew up, kind of reminded me of Ready or Not, because when they made that deal with some type of devil or whatever, and they start blowing up, kind of reminded me of that. They're pretty good. Radio Silence pretty good at with these horror effects, man. When people start blowing up, there was a lot of that going on when they was killing the vampires in this movie. It was funny, and I like these kind of horror movies that really don't take itself too seriously. I like those type of movies, man. So I really enjoyed Ready or Not, and this one, Abigail, I really enjoyed this movie as well. It just, you know, the plot could have been just a little tad bit better, but you know, the trailer, it kind of showed you that she was a vampire and or some type of monster. That's the only reason why I went to go watch this movie, because of the trailer. Because I didn't know nothing about no Abigail until I saw the trailer, and I kind of saw that she was going to turn into some type of monster or a vampire, and that what made me interested in watching this movie. Captain Newton, one of my favorite actors, she did a pretty good job in the movie. And the chick from these past two Scream movies, she was pretty good. I forgot her name. And Giancarlo Esposito was in this movie. It was pretty. He did a good job. And I really enjoyed this movie. Like I said, I give this movie a 7 out of 10. April's the month for horror movies. For some time here recently, for the past about 10, 11 years, has been, you know, I usually think it's October is the month for horror, but April is the month for horror. All the good horror movies come out either October or April. So April's jam-packed with horror movies, and I really enjoyed this movie. The little girl who played Abigail, she was in some type of show called Matilda. She did a great job, and she was dancing, ballerina type dancing, and it was funny. It kind of reminded me of Megan a little bit, when Megan was doing that little crazy dance, and this is what kind of reminded me of. But the little girl, she's a good dancer. She really played up to the ballerina part of the movie, and it was funny. But that's been my review of Abigail. I give this movie a 7 out of 10. It's a typical vampire plot, you know, but it has some twists and turns at the end of the movie, which I really didn't expect. The twists and turns at the end of the movie was the people who was supposedly trying to kidnap her was working for her father somehow, and all of them did some things to her father that they were trying to get some revenge for these people, and that's what the twist of the movie was, and that was crazy because I didn't see that coming. And turns out the vampire, I think the dude's name was like Lazar or something. I think he's like a Dracula or something. I think he was supposed to be Dracula or something like that, but I think that's what it was implied at the end of the movie. But I enjoyed this movie. I enjoyed all the twists and the turns. Yeah, I enjoyed it. But that's been Mo the Boss Player. I'm a holler.
Ah!